Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watch Your Realms video. In today's video, I'm going to show you something really fun, and that's going to be my team that I use for Titanic Ruins Apocalypse 2 to actually hit 50,000, right? So I did manage to get myself to the third chest with a pretty fun team, right? A pretty fun combination of heroes, and again, kind of like I know this might be a repeating thing. I'm proud of myself when I do these achievements, but this is a 97-day account. That's 97-day-old account. This achievement, this 50,000 points, I actually did 2 weeks ago, something like that, on the Titanic Ruins. But it does require a few specific heroes that require some specific builds, and it's a little bit of a quirky team because the way that I'm using it is I'm aiming specifically for 50,000. Right now, take this team as a showcase of what I'm doing to hit 50,000, but do not try to do exactly this team to try and hit 120,000 because you're not going to be able to do it, as you're not going to survive, right? Because of that reason is why I did this team that way, right? Because I noticed from what I had when I initially built this team, it was better off for me to just build on more damage and just blast to get 50k than try and get more survivable. But the team that I'm talking about is this one, right? Torodor as my nightmare lead, then Twyla, which I love Twyla, she's just amazing. I'm so happy I pulled her. Then Salazar is one of the, free legendaries. Volka, free legendary, which is amazing as well as a damage dealer. Then Silas as a Lord bonus damage dealer. Then I actually am using Valdoran, right? Because I have no Kigiri, I have no Samukong, I have no Praetus, no Ingrid, so I have Valdoran. I'm using him. He's the only one that has the chaotic bonus, but he's in there as one of the strong damage dealers as well, right? He does some insane amount of damage. Just shout out to Fastidious for telling me to actually use him in PvE as well, because I always thought Valdoran's just a PvP hero and that's it. No, he slaps Titanic Ruins, he slaps Drake Chasm, anywhere that you need a good damage dealer as a fighter. If you have him, 100% use him. So I'm using him for that. Then when it comes to the supports, I only have two, right? I'm only using Diao-chan and Elowen. That's it, right? That's it for my actual supporter healers, and it does work, but it can be tricky, right? It can be a little bit tricky. And then the last ones are gonna be Helga, which is most in here for that stun, right? To help me deal with the death saw phase to land those stuns, so it lowers the attack to the maximum, hopefully. And then Lyra, obviously, which can be Lyra, can be Lucius. She is in there to help remove those buffs in the Aegis mode, because that was my main issue with Titanic Ruins. Before I got Lucius, before I got Lyra, I could not do enough damage on the Apocalypse 2 to be able to take those Aegis modes, so that was an issue. But buckle up, this video might take a while. Hopefully I get the good RNG from the beginning and explain why I'll do it, because Titanic Ruin takes a while. Obviously I'm going to show the builds at the end, but pretty much let me show you first the way that I place them. So first one is Twyla, because she's obviously my best damage dealer in the team. Then I place Elowen in this position, or actually was it this? Yeah, like this. So in this position, Elowen covers every single person. It's the only way that I saw for this specific team that I have everybody covered, so that she can bring me the cleansing for the poison phase. So she's putting the invigoration on Twyla. The next one I'm actually going to put is going to be Valdoran, because he does a lot more damage than Silas. And then we have Diao-chan over here. Silas is going to be on this side of the platform, Lyra on this side. Then I place like this. I place my Helga behind Silas. The reason for that is because she does gain some crit damage from the damage, right? From the crit damage of the one that's in front of her. So that's why I chose to go with that way, but then everybody else in this square, right? The only other platform one is over here. Now, the tricky thing, obviously, with this team was the fact that I cannot afford to get more platform units with only having Elowen as my cleanser, right? So that's why this is the best way that it works, and I can only afford to bring Lyra and then Silas as my other platform. Honestly, if I had another fighter, another strong fighter instead of Silas, maybe that would work better, right? But pretty much, let's go ahead and go into this, and I'm just going to be doing some of these smacks as soon as possible, as soon as I can. Obviously, you always got to pay attention. Early phases, they're pretty okay, right? In the early phases, you can just go full smash, you can just relax, you're not going to be dying as much, but once it goes further, it's a problem. Obviously, Helga always use her ultimate as soon as the boss is in that, you know, charging phase, because if you don't, then he's going to do so much damage that it's going to become a little bit of a problem. With Lyra, though, one thing to keep in mind, you have to have, if you're trying to remove this increased defense, right, early phases, again, I'm just spamming, but if you're trying to remove that increased defense, she has to have both of the orbs up when you do the ultimate with her. Keep that in mind, because if she doesn't, you're not going to be removing it. But again, early phases, it's pretty fine. We're going pretty okay. Always try to remove that whenever you can. Right now, I'm going to hope for Lyra to get those two, I think they're Cosmic Rifts, something like that called. I'm trying to get them so that I can remove that increased defense. There we go. I remove it. Then I proc the hits again for everybody. As soon as that defense goes off, obviously I proc Salazar. And then just keep spamming, right? Early on, keep spamming. Always try to combine, obviously, your ultimates with the ones of Volca when the vulnerability is landed. Now, this is a really key one. This is the only part that gets me tricky. It's with the poisons. If you don't cleanse at the right time, I just die. So as soon as his arm comes down there, boom, I do the cleanse, right? Because I wanted to come back to it as soon as possible in the next phase, right? And if I don't do that, then I'm just gonna die from the poisons, right? If I don't cleanse them fast enough, I'm just gonna die from the poisons. I can take this stack on its own, right? But if it was a second one, it slowly becomes problematic. I keep spamming you, so I did not swap the Ao-Chan yet. As soon as I have Elowen's cleanse ready, I'm obviously gonna use it. Now, just for the sake of safety, obviously you could have swapped the Ao-Chan to damage phase, but we're doing fine. Again, as soon as he procs as soon as he does that, boom, okay, we're fine. If that would have been an issue, I would have swapped already. In the next phase, I'm going to swap, right? I'm going to swap the Ao-Chan into the protection mode because we're going to take too much damage. But everybody's ultimates are ready. Double orbs on Lyra. There we go. Ultimate proc. Just keep spamming stuff. Again, after you do most of the hits, before he hits, right, before he does his smack, if you feel like it's an issue, swap the Ao-Chan, right? Just swap her so you get that extra survivability, because the boss can smack really hard, right? Especially because, again, we only have two people that do healing and damage mitigation. Pretty much Elowen's the only healer when she is in the inspiration mode, right? So definitely keep that in mind. Now this one's obviously gonna go down easily. Can start swapping her because I'm gonna be killing it. There we go. I'm waiting hopefully to get Lyra's second orb. There we go. Smack. And then we're good to go. This one should be down. But like, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but it does become problematic in certain phases. That's where, honestly, just keep swapping the Ao-Chan. That's the way to go, right? Swap the Ao-Chan before you take the hit, like over here, you saw me do it. Boom, and then as soon as she's ready and you just want to start doing damage, swap her into the other mode. Okay, he put defense up. I can already proc that thing. Let's go. The thing is, in the edges mode, you got to keep an eye on that increased defense. If he has that increased defense on, he's going to be doing a lot more damage. So definitely keep that in mind. There we go, Salazar. See, look at that big smack, right? That was a massive smack that we took. Again, if you see that it's an issue, just proc the healing with Elowen and you're good to go. But we're fine. Now, again, he's going to start doing the damage. I'm swapping the Ao-Chan again in this mode. Now, I'm not going to use Lyra this time. I'm going to wait for him to put the other orb. Keep an eye. Use the Spirit Elf if you need for extra healing. We're fine. I'm not going to use it. Now, as soon as he does the other one, there we go. I can proc her because it takes a slight second to be able to go there. Now, after the next hit that he does, I'm just going to swap the Ao-Chan into damage one because I should have already. Let's see. The boss does the single one. This is the one that you should not worry as much because with that hit where he doesn't push, with the shield, that's okay because that one mostly focuses on your tank, right? He does the AoE hit, but then the other big hit goes on your tank, which you should have built to survive, right? Again, let's see, can we do it? Just to be safe, you know what? I'm going to swap her, right? Just to be safe, I'm going to swap the Ao-Chan, make sure we don't die, because obviously we don't want the run to fail early, so we just swapped as soon as possible. We swap back again. Now keep an eye again. As soon as the arm comes down, you proc Elowen so that she can cleanse as soon as possible. Let's see. Arm comes down, cleansing, and then proc. We have double orbs with Lyra. We do proc ultimates. Just spam everything. Do as much damage so you can clear this phase as possible. And then if you see it becomes problematic, again, just swap out the Ao-Chan into the healing mode, which is what I'm going to be doing. I took him to half health. I'm swapping to healing because those poisons are going to take for a lot of damage. And we also have, Elowen's ultimates now ready. Let's see, I'm gonna just put this one over here to heal, just to help, because again, see, we even got some bad RNG, right? I got some bad RNG and I got killed a little bit early. But I guess, you know what? I'm just gonna do a recording. I'm gonna introduce into this video the part where it gets over here, right? So when we're at the second poison mode, I'm just gonna introduce it, play it through, and then just we're gonna come back to look at the builds, because it's tough, right? Titanic Ruins is tough. You do need sometimes you get some bad RNG, you do need some right rotations and all of that. So I'm just gonna play, like I said, the ending of that with some music on it, and we're gonna come back with the build. So see you in a bit.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Okay, and we're back. So I managed to do it. I'm actually saving this one because you never know when the RNG decides to be good or bad with me. It's 50k, definitely cannot go a lot higher, but this was pretty much the team. You know, it took me a couple of tries because the rage region's been a little bit of a mess, but they just fixed it. So pretty much if you look at the damage, my Twyla is obviously at the top, which I love it, right? I'm really happy to have gotten Twyla, and I also have like Awakening one for her. So really cool to see that I don't need Kigiri Sun Wukong to do some damage. Twyla is definitely one of the next best things. So I'm happy that I have her. Then Valdoran second, which, you know what, he did a bit maybe more damage because he survived at the end. Plus, he also was boosted by the Invigoration placed by Diao Chan. Then Silas, then Salazar's pretty much there at the top, Lyra's over there, and even Hell got some respectable damage, same thing with Volca. So pretty much, like I said, I had 7 damage dealers, 2 supports, and a tank. Now, let's go and check the builds, right? I actually even got my best damage yet, but let's see the builds that I have on these people. I guess I would have to go one by one. You know, let's just go over there because I'm gonna quite see them, right? Once we get over there, I'm definitely gonna see which is which. So let's start from the top. Silas, right? So he's the first one. I have my Silas built in a Infernal Roar plus Annihilating Might. His total stats 27,000 HP. I'd like this to be over 30,000 normally, because otherwise, you saw we take so much damage we just don't survive sometimes. 14,000 attack. Then 251 attack speed, 97 crit rate, 349 crit damage. He is fully skilled up. He is bounded by having a Vierna as well, right? So he does get that extra boost from this. No awakenings, and then I have a Blight Caller's Claw on him as the artifact. Then when we're talking about Valdoran, I have his exclusive artifact, which is tier 1, right? No awakenings, fully skilled up, and then again Infernal Roar plus Warlord this time for him. His total stats 43,000 HP, he's just fine. 22,000 attack, 466 attack speed, 109 crit rate, 309 crit damage. That's a Valdoran. Now Twyla, the MVP of this fight. I just love her so much. She's so amazing. She's running Soulbound Arcana plus a Calamity set. Total stats on her, again, 42,000 HP. She's just doing just okay. 20,000 attack, 284 attack speed. I would like this to be a bit higher if I could, but this is what I have. 102 crit rate, 376 crit damage. Again, fully skilled up. Awakened one. I got lucky and I pulled 2 copies when she was on the 20 times. So her ultimate does a little bit more damage, which is really nice. And then artifact, because obviously she brings bleeds herself, I'm just using Scarlet Hunt, right? If you don't have this and you have whatever's your next best thing one, right? Wailing Skull could be good. You can use Shattered Hilt, whichever one that you have close to being max. But this one, obviously, she benefits, as like I mentioned, she does bring the bleed herself. Next one's going to be Volca. Honestly, Volca is so amazing for this fight that she should be, and I think she actually is, in most of the Titanic Ruins top teams because she brings so much, right? She's running her exclusive artifact. She's Awakened 3, which obviously I got from the Tide. Then skill ups, she's not fully skilled up. I'm just missing a couple over here. I will eventually, you know what, let me just do that now because I kind of use Volca almost in all my teams. Let me just finish skilling her up as, you know what, I use her everywhere. She's really good. Then for her, I do have her in Soulbound Arcana plus Wicked Vengeance, but I do have her exclusive piece of gear, which, you know, gives her more crit rate, but also extends the duration of Blood Source and the vulnerabilities by 5 seconds. So I have her exclusive artifact, I have her exclusive gear. She's amazing. She brings obviously that damage reduction. She also brings those vulnerabilities. So she is a top tier legendary. If you've not noticed yet, right, even though she's a free legendary, she's really good. But Volca's total stats are 33,000 HP, 1600 attack, 237 attack speed, 88.5 crit rate. She gains the extra 15 from an exclusive piece of gear. It does not appear here. That's why she's not 100%. And then 276 crit damage. Now, at some point, I will want to actually get her into an attack speed over here, right? Or maybe that should just be always the case. Because you know what? She really needs to attack more often. Because the more often she attacks, maybe I should just put this one, right? Oh my god, this one just looks... I'm losing some attack and some crit damage, but I'm gaining so much attack speed. So the reason I'm thinking, maybe even this one, the reason I'm thinking to do this is because what's happening is every time she does this, right, she puts the damage reduction, which means you want her to attack a lot, right? The more she attacks, the faster she gains those stacks again, and the faster she keeps putting that damage reduction, which helps keep us alive. Okay, next one, Salazar, fully skilled up, no awakenings, Wailing Skull, just a promotion 1. He's running Soulbound Arcana plus Annihilating Might again, 33,000 HP, 1800 attack, 226 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 358 crit damage. Next we have Elowen. She's obviously Invigoration plus Warlord. Her total stats 31,000 HP, 16,000 attack, very low defense, but that's what I had. 302 attack speed, 191 effect, healing effect, and then almost 30% rage regen. You kind of want to have a little bit of rage regen on her so that she can come and cleanse during those poison phases. As you noticed, at least like, you know, every other poison stack that the boss places, you want her to be there. So I think around 30% with maybe a little bit more would be helpful. Obviously the one that does not appear from here is the one from Pantheon, so definitely keep that in mind, because that's you know, that matters. But I'm thinking around 50% healing effect might be not healing for rage regen. That might be the good spot for her. Then let's look at Lyra. Lyra's running Infernal Roar plus Annihilating Might. Her total stats 29,000 HP. Again, a little bit on the lower side. You want to have it higher. Honestly, when I started the run, she had 22,000. She was dying too fast. I just did some swapping to get her close to 30,000 so she can survive a little bit. Because if she dies, we cannot remove the buffs in the Aegis phase, and that hurts. She also has 16,000 attack, 363 attack speed, 97 crit rate, 345 crit damage. She's not fully skilled up, just whatever I got with Dust. I will eventually max her out as well because I use her a lot. No Awakenings and an Artifact. She has a Promotion 3, Tear of Twilight. Next one's going to be Helga, the MVP of keeping the stuns up. I actually have her in a Cataclysm plus a Whirlwind set with her exclusive piece of gear. This is just perfect, right? This is I think, I'm not sure if there's anything could be better. Maybe instead of rage regen, crit damage, but you know what? You want her to have high rage regen, so she does that ultimate to stun the boss during the Deathsaw phase as often as possible, and also have a piece of gear of the Esoteria, right, exclusive piece of gear, which again, whenever she casts her ultimate, more rage regen. This pretty much guarantees me that she has the ultimate ready every rotation of the Deathsaw, as you noticed. Her total stats are going to be 29,000 HP, again, I'd like this to be higher, 16,000 attack, 3.1k defense, 528 attack speed, the more attack speed the better, almost 100% crit rate and really low crit damage. Her goal in this team is not necessarily to do damage, like I mentioned, even though she did a respectable amount. Her goal is to keep those stuns in the Deathsaw phase, and that's what she did. No Awakenings, skill ups, again, just with the Dust, no skill crystals. And then Artifact, she has that exclusive Artifact, which again, when she casts ultimate, more rage regen. So she's all about that rage regen. Having a ton of it, having rage being boosted by her exclusive piece of gear and exclusive Artifact makes it easier, so that we always have it for when the boss charges, so we can keep stunning it so it doesn't kill us. Okay, next one. Next one's going to be Diao Chan. She's kind of like, you know, one of the MVPs definitely of this fight. She's amazing. Definitely want her Awakening one. She's running Invigoration plus Calamity, pretty much mostly focused on attack. I would have loved to get over 30,000 HP with the same amount of defense if I could, but that's what I have. I barely got any attack speed on her, and then, you know, some healing effect, some rage regen. I mostly just focused her attack and some HP because I want her to boost our attack, right? Whenever she does the inspiration, that's kind of her goal in this team. She's Awakened one just to increase her range, so she covers everybody. Also, she's really good because when she's in the healing mode, she puts physical damage reduction and then also magic damage reduction on all of your team, all the people that she covers. So this is important. That's why I keep seeing me swapping her, not just to heal, but also to put this extra survivability. When it comes to the Artifact, I do have a Promotion 3 Euphoric Orb on her. Then, did I show Elowen's Artifact? No, just the Tia's Balm, just in case I didn't show it. Okay, who was the next one? I think the next one that I have in the team, who am I missing? Let me see. So, Silas, Valderon, Twyla, Volka, Salazar, Elowen, then was Lyra, then it was Diao Chan. What are the two people that I'm missing? Let me see. Did I have any epics? Did I have any epics in there that I'm missing? Let's see. Boom, boom, Helga. Okay. Torodor is what I'm missing. And Torodor and somebody else. Maybe I missed Helga, right? But let's look at Torodor because I think Torodor was the last one that I'm missing. So Torodor, he's actually run a Morale set with a Mortal Warrior. Obviously Morale, so we can do a little bit more damage. His total stats, I mostly wanted him to get tanky, 78,000 HP, 7.4k attack, obviously really low because I didn't care about it. 7.7k defense, 145 attack speed, 75% crit rate because I only had the crit rate morale piece of gear and then some crit damage. But his only goal in there is to take those single target hits, stay alive, and give us the morale boost, and that's about it. If you can get some more attack speed on him and keep him alive, that would be better because he obviously has a chance to he also puts the defense reduction, but he also has a chance to inflict stun, which is basic attacks, so that's what you kind of look at. But I think that pretty much covers everybody, right? But yeah, that was the team. That's the one that I used to actually get 50k, over 50,000 points, actually 53,000 this time for Apocalypse 2, and I'm kind of happy, right? Considering how young this account is, and considering that I don't have the usual Kigiri, Samukong, what's his name, Praetus, then there's Ingrid, you know, all the top tier ones. I don't have Farsi in the team. It's pretty good. Now, obviously, in the future, I'm going to try and improve that because I'm going to try and see how I'm going to get my, what's her name? My A-Lane in the team, but that means I will have to drop Silas, which means I need to bring somebody else that's another fighter in the team as a damage dealer, but I don't have the strong ones. But I think I've heard word in the pipeline that there might be a Kigiri rerun happening, so we're going to keep an eye on that. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful. It might give you some ideas for your Titanic Ruin teams. If it was helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next, and I guess I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother